channel. Today I'm going to be addressing the big elephant in the room, which would be me. I guess for people who don't know, I had just had a baby. Well, not just, but I had him. He's going to be 6 months in about a week, and that's him in the background. If you hear a little baby, he's just playing and doing tummy time right now. And I have 3 kids, and so this is not my first time around the track. The first 2 times I gained 40 pounds with each girl, and I think it took me a little bit longer to lose the weight, but eventually I got to my goal weight. With my son, I guess cumulatively I have gained 125 pounds, which is a lot, but I was able to lose the weight, so I don't have any doubt in my mind that I will be able to do the same this time. But this time around, I guess I'm on social media and my life is a little bit more public, so most of the time I get asked, oh my god, how did you lose the weight, and how are you doing all this with 3 kids, and how do you get the time to work out, and what type of workouts do you do? So I thought it would be a great opportunity to kind of address that and take it a step further by kind of including you all in my journey this time, which is super exciting because I don't think I've ever shared this journey with anybody before. And
you feel vulnerable. And
yeah, it's kind of like a scary situation to share, to put yourself out there and to share it with the world. But I kid you not, anybody who knows me would say that every time they've seen my before and after pictures, they were like literally floored. They'd be like, wait, I didn't even know you look like this under your clothes. Or where did all this weight come from? Like, you don't even look like that with your clothes on. But of course that's not something I can share here. But it's because I'm a short girl, like not a lot of people can see the weight that I actually put on when I have my clothes on. But obviously it's a lot different when I'm by myself and I have my clothes off, but that's obviously not something I can share on the internet. But I'll do my best to kind of document everything and kind of take you guys along the process with me and see, you know, if it helps you in any way. But if you guys are interested in seeing in more detail about my weight loss journey, or what I'm doing, what I'm eating, how I'm exercising, I mean, feel free to let me know, and I can always like throw that into the content. But my sister and I kind of generally want to take this channel in the direction of just focusing on fashion. So if you guys are interested in seeing my weight loss journey, like let me know, and I can always, you know, do videos centered around me as, you know, as I go on this journey. So I need to stop rambling and explain a little bit better, I guess, how I plan on doing this. The first and second time I did this, well, the first time I did it, I kind of had the help of my husband. We hired a personal trainer to kind of train both of us, and he was like amazing. Like, he was like a ex-bodybuilder, and he kind of just like outlined everything for us, gave us like our meal plans, and would just like, we would work out with him exclusively, and I was able to lose the weight just like that, and it was super easy. But the second time around, I kind of didn't have the time to commit to like meeting up with a trainer, and plus because it was so because there was a second child added to the mix, like one of us had to kind of stay home and take care of both kids while the other one went to go work out. So we would kind of take turns like working out. Like, he would work out at night, I would work out in the morning. Yes, okay. So the first time I got pregnant, I lost, well, I was around 135 in the beginning, and then, which is like my normal weight. I normally try to aim for like less than 140. So I was about 135 when the first time I got pregnant, and then by the end I was 180 pounds. And my second daughter, I was about 132, I think, or it was like just a little over 130. And then with her, I also was 180, about 180 by the time I gave birth. With my son, I was about 128 when I got pregnant with him, and then a few days before I gave birth, I was about 185. He was huge, like he was like over 9 pounds. So this time around, I guess I want to get back to like less than 130 or at 130. That would be like ideal for me. Yeah, so I'm really like rooting for myself because I have less time, more kids, just I guess more challenges, but nothing that's manageable. Like, you know, everything is manageable. Just the most important thing is that you prioritize and I guess schedule your day accordingly, and obviously anything is manageable. But what I found works best for me was working out early in the morning, like on an empty stomach. He wants to be in every video. He's always making noises. Anyway, so like I was saying, what worked best for me was waking up at 6 a.m. Like I always felt like just getting the workout in early in the morning kind of like set the tone for my day. So if I worked out early that day and like got my day started at 6 a.m., I was immediately like, I guess, conscious of what I ate. So I would just pay attention more to what I'm eating during the day, because I'm like, oh my God, I worked out at 6 a.m. I like worked out for an hour and a half. I worked super hard. Do I really wanna ruin my day by eating, I don't know, a donut? And more than likely the answer was no. So I would just be like, you know what, I'm gonna have a second thought about everything I ate. So that was the biggest reason why I like working out early. So this time around, I kind of
yes, honey, spill that tea. We are sipping tea, honey.
So anyway,
sips tea.
As I sip my tea. So anyway, the third time around, I knew that in the back of my mind I wanted to work out early in the morning again, and that's always what generally worked for me. But with 3 kids, it kind of became hard, and like and plus like I started working for myself, and like I'm just always, you know, putting my workout in the back burner, and working out at nighttime is like so depressing to me because I feel like I'm trying to just like do it just to get it out of the way, versus when I do it in the morning, it's like something that I'm doing for myself, and I'm taking the time out of my day for myself, and I'm creating these like 2 extra hours in the morning just to kind of, you know, focus just on myself. So with this process, I want to go back to that. Like I want to make sure that I'm taking the time out for myself and creating that time, especially in the morning, just so my day is off to a great start. Because once my day gets going, like there's no like minute to breathe. Like I'm just all over the place. I'm taking care of everybody, everything, like just everywhere. Like I don't even know where I'm gonna end up half the time. So I guess my main focus would be waking up at 5:30 a.m. and kind of focusing on myself until about 7:30 in the morning. Number 2, I plan on starting the Master Cleanse. I know it has like a lot of negative and positive reviews, but for me, it's not, the Master Cleanse is not a tool for me to lose weight. It's more like a tool for me to detoxify my body, A, and B, to kind of restart my palate, because I feel like when I was pregnant and like the period after I gave birth, like I had like kind of a little to no control over what I ate, because a lot of the times people would come over and be like, oh, here, I brought this for you, or you know, like, let's go try this, and half the time I didn't want to cook, so I would just go along with whatever people were suggesting. And those are not like the foods that I was eating at that period in my life is not generally the type of food that I like to eat or that I think is healthy for me. So I want to restart my palate and just like focus on the things that are actually good for me, like putting things into my body that I actually need and not like things that I just want, you know? So I mentioned the master cleanse. It's actually my first day today. I woke up this morning and I did the saltwater flesh. I'm using the pink Himalayan sea salt instead of like the conventional sea salt, I guess. I feel great so far. I've had an herbal tea and I've also had my mixture. I plan on doing the master cleanse for about 7 days. And like I said, it's just specifically to kind of cleanse my palate and just focus on, for me, I have a problem with sugar. My biggest issue is just eating pastries or like cookies and cakes and stuff like that. Like ice cream is my biggest thing in the world. Like I love ice cream. So I kind of want to get away from inflammatory foods, specifically sugar. So I feel like doing the master cleanse is probably going to be my best bet. That is going to be a huge deal for me to just kind of restart myself. And I plan on just focusing more this time on the food aspect versus the workouts, just because as a mom of 3 kids, like I don't know if I'm going to be able to work out as much as I used to before. I had like a history of like working out in excess. Like I used to work out a lot. Like I was always weightlifting and running, and I did like half marathons and all sorts of things, and it just became like, it kind of became a part of my lifestyle. And I think my lifestyle is changing a little bit now that I have 3 kids and I have my own business. So I think I'm going to be working out. I just will not be working out as much. It won't be a part of my life as much. So I want to focus majority of my weight loss journey on the food aspect of weight loss versus the physical activity. So that's going to be a little different for me this time around. I want to be more toned and just like fit versus watching that number on the scale. That's not like the biggest measure of success for me. Where I want to see the most success is just how toned my arms are, and like, you know, my legs and like my stomach area. Thank God, like I don't really have like loose skin after like getting pregnant 3 times. My stomach bounced back with each pregnancy, but of course it's like not exactly the size that I want it to be. People are always like, oh, you know, don't be so hard on yourself, like you look great, and you know, you don't really need to lose that much weight, because of course they're not aware of my day-to-day and like how my own perception of myself. It's not a life or death situation, but to me it's like I want to be able to feel great about myself in anything that I'm wearing. And to me, like the way my face appears now versus when I was thinner and more healthier, like of course I prefer that versus the way my face looks now. So it's just a personal preference. Like I don't want people coming for me because they think that, you know, I should be appreciative of the fact that I gave birth to a baby and he's healthy. Of course, I'm very appreciative, like alhamdulillah, like I'm like so grateful. But you know, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and like I just want to feel great about myself. And to be honest with you, I feel great, but I think I will feel even better once I am back to my old self. And so that's gonna take a little bit of time, and that's time that I'm willing to invest. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Let me know how, if you're on a journey or if you are, you know, on the same boat as me, let me know. Maybe we can motivate each other. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.